tonight into and nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Here are the five for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. And for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in at the point. Now, here's Lillard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, GA. Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive.
Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Jackson against Lillard. Left side, George. Morris outside. And the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Leonard on the wing. With the shot. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
The strength and that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Back to Lillard. Clock at 6. Kicks it out to Jones. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
That's just poor communication between those two. The passer has to make sure his teammate is established, and the teammate has to know the pass is coming. See, that's communication.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Mann passes to Beverley. Dishes to Cousins. He sinks the 11-footer.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Passes it to Simons. And that one is hammered home.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Outside for Batum. Kennard on the wing. Over McCollum. Good D by McCollum.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Kicks it out to Jones. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Clippers in the lead. Now Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now here's Batum. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Clippers ahead. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he...
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverly. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. From downtown, offensive rebound. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got the lead up to 7 now for Los Angeles.
I mean, one guy who's still dominating the inside, DeMarcus Cousins, a great rebounder and a great scorer. That time a second chance, cashing in.
Here's Simons. Here's Cantor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in, and Cantor drops them both. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Morris. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Zubac kicks to Morris. 3 on the clock. Puts up a 3. And Cantor pulls it down.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And it's McCollum off the drive. And the rejection by Zubac. It's tipped. The pass to Morris. Jones against George. Outside Rondo. Back to George. That one falls.
His range goes out a lot further, but didn't need to on that possession.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Cullen passes to Simons. McCollum against Jackson. And the basket by McCollum.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact. on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if you can give some more on the defensive end like he should.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal. Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
McCollum passes to Simons. Back to McCollum. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jackson looking around. On the wing, Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac, and he banks in the layup. Now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Rajon Rondo. And Lillard kicks to Hollis Jefferson over Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Outside, George. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Zubac. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And Covington stays with it.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
30 seconds left here in the second. Here's Jackson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. On the wing, Morris. Covered by Hollis Jefferson. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Powell finds Nurkic. The shot missing. Leonard, that's for two. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So that... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
We've got Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jackson against Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
Jackson against Powell. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Powell, that's good. The Clippers in the lead. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. George passes to Zubac. Great D that time from Nurkic. And Zubac picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Shot clock at 5 for the tie. And Portland again with the bucket.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the 10.
Beverly against Lillard. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting tonight.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. And here's Beverly. Leonard on the wing, defended by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pass to Powell. Lillard surveying the D. For the lead. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Powell finds Lillard. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 1:16 left in the third. Leonard with no one around. Can't connect from long distance.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far.
Showing off the agility and quickness. Covington knows where to get when the break is on.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Hands checked in.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Feeds it to Cousins. Batum scanning the floor. Passes it to Kennard. Back to Batum. And the pass to Kennard. Over McCollum. And the Clippers miss again. Blazers on offense. They're on a 12-4 run. Simons the pass to Cannon. McCollum outside. It's Jones on the wing. Pass to Cannon. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. It turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Trailblazers up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the shooting guard position. Powell, no one around him. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. McCollum's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Lillard. Clippers trail by 4. Rondo with the ball. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it's Rondo in the corner. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. It's stolen by Anthony. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Finished off the break. McCollum's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Zubac the pass to Rondo. 8 feet away. The shot is good off the backboard.
The understanding that Rondo's showing right now in the pick and roll is setting up some great opportunity.
Simons the pass to McCollum. Here's Cantor. Kicks it out to Jones. McCollum outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Rondo scanning the floor. On the wing, Morris. Launches it. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. The 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. McCollum's checked in for foul. Lillard against Jackson. Passes it to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Basket good. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
And George kicks to Cousins. George looking around. And it's blocked over McCollum. A second chance effort. And George finishes inside.
Paul George stepping up big time.
1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Jackson. Here is Lillard. There's the pass to Nurkic. Jackson against Lillard. Back to Nurkic. That shot no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris passes to George. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That straight line drive there from Paul George. You love to see him get in that attack mode. We'll see if he can cash in now at the line.
Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles, and George drops them both.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Money!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. outside. George. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Trailblazers now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Lillard. Now the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But in the end, everyone satisfied. Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the 1. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Powell. Pass to Lillard, and stolen by DiVincenzo. Kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis inside. Hollis-Jefferson's there. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Lillard looking around. The three. Drills it from outside.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Middleton outside. Fires the three. Milwaukee the rebound. He can't get it to go. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Powell, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man. Puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Middleton. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo against Powell. Just 5 on the clock. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. He really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on him at all times.
And both free throws good for Giannis. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lillard, the pass to Powell. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Middleton on the wing. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And, you know, he just got a little ahead of himself on that one. How does a great finisher not dunk that ball? I still can't figure that one out.
Now here's Lillard. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
I mean, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Outside, Covington. Pass to Nurkic. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Shoots from the line. He gets it in there.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. To the middle. Lopez with the steal. The pass to Holiday. Inside. And the dunk by Lopez.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Here's Powell. Lillard with it. He kicks it to Nurkic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Holiday against Lillard. Nurkic with the steal. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he misses the dunk. The shot will not fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He not. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Blazers?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
They've got McCollum. Anthony is out there with Giles. Then it's Ennis Cantor. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Teague. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the crafty, cunning Teague, fantastic at finding ways to score down low.
Here's Simons. Teague covering. Here's McCollum. And he makes good on the layup. McCollum's got his first points of the game.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Connaughton kicks to Teague. Left side, Portis. It's deflected, but they recover it. Passes to Tucker. Just 4 to shoot. For the 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. McCollum outside. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Teague. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Teague's got 4 points this quarter.
Excellent, outstanding control in the pick and roll. Teague knows how to pick apart a defense when he's operating with the ball in his hands there.
McCollum passes to Cantor. Stolen by Cantor. It's McCollum on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 5.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Teague. Portis trying to free himself. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Teague. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Simons surveying the D. Giles. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
McCollum outside. Anthony left side. And the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Portis against Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And here's Covington from the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee the other way now. Outside, Antetokounmpo takes the 3. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Trailblazers leading by 8. 43 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Lillard. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Teague. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Guys, I really like how Teague attacks. I mean, he does a nice job getting inside the guts of the defense and really baiting them into fouling. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Powell against DiVincenzo. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Covington. Poked away. Stolen by Middleton. Throws up. Throws down off the coast-to-coast try.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Lillard from outside, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you back. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 8 points and 1 assist. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. It's blocked. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
Boy, Hollis Jefferson, a terrific athlete who actually thrives in transition.
Outside Holiday from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Lillard against Holiday. Covington kicks to Lillard. Nurkic trying to get open. Lillard misses. Bucks trail by 6. The wide open look here for Holiday. And again, the Bucks miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Shoots from the block. Here's Giannis. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Covington kicks to Nurkic. Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, right side. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from three-point range.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
Lillard, bounce pass. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Over Holiday, and Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Giannis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. The Bucks also changing it up. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Anthony. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Trailblazers leading by 5. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Down low, and Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
McCollum outside. Cantor, the pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum outside. To the inside. Giles. A rebound by the Bucks. Connaughton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped. And Tucker kicks to Portis. There's the triple. That one, no good. Trailblazers leading by 5. It's McCollum on the wing. He's got 5. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Second chance shot, and we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 5. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
T kicks to Portis. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Giles. Here's Anthony. Now the feed to Cantor. And no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo, no good. Portland leading by 5. Here's Simons. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this game.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton. to Ports. 5 on the clock. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They get it again. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. To the paint. Giles gets to Kansas. The pass to Simons. And here's McCollum. This is it to Anthony. Over onto Kumbo. They get it back. Cantor. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Another shot. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 7. Trying to get something going. That shot off.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. That's a 2 from Lillard. Misses off the right iron. Bucks have gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And that one's good by Giannis.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Lillard attacking. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Just off the charts, incredible athleticism from Antetokounmpo. Fending off contact like a real pro.
Lillard from outside. Here's Covington. Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And so it's Milwaukee now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Outside Holiday. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so here's Portland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kicks it out to Covington. Nurkic, the pass to Pop. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Powell against DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so the big win by Portland. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And for Portland, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 2 guard. Lillard misses. And here are the Nets. Outside Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch. You can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one every time.
Powell finds Lillard. Out to the wing. Nurkic against Jordan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lillard. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Lillard has some ridiculous handles. His ball control simply sublime.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Harden outside. The kick out to Irving from deep 3-point range. Jordan with it. Now Covington defending. The shot by Jordan, no good.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Harden surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
Harden against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Hollis Jefferson passes to Powell. Lillard against Harden. Takes a 3. Lillard misses.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Harris finds Harden. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Now here's Harden. Inside. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And he's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard. Hard.
Outside, Covington. Powell kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Covington. 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
So they take the lead.
I admire the confidence of Irving, always on the attack, superb at penetrating towards the rim.
Lillard surveying the D. And there's the pass to Nurkic. Fires from the wing. And that one drops for him. Nets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Harden outside. Fires the 3. They get it back. Jordan. In the corner, Irving with it. Jordan kicks to KD. That one off the back iron and out.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And Nurkic gets it to go. Nurkic has got his second basket.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Nurkic. Over Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Stolen away. Three-pointer, Lillard. Got a piece of it. Shoots the three. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
And you can tell Lillard loves to test his range. I mean, he's showing how confident he is pulling the trigger.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a change for the Nets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, wow! Nice! I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb athlete.
McCollum passes to Anthony. Back to McCollum. Launches a three. And another three for Portland.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Griffin. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Irving. And it's Brown in a shooting guard. 6 to shoot. Anthony finds Jones. Foul for 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 9. Brown outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
You got to enjoy watching Durant finish strong. A ferocious competitor who's always looking to jam it when he has room.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's covered by Brown. McCollum passes to Giant. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits the three-point bomb. McCollum's got 6.
A lethal shooter from downtown. McClellan, he enjoys opportunities to pull the trigger.
Brown against McCollum. Here's Luwawu. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Luwawu's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles, and Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harden's checked in.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. It's deflected. Claxton with the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Lillard outside. Pass to Covington. Here's Simons from the arc. Portland no good that time either. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harden outside. Count that one.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard outside. 1:37 left in the second quarter. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Showing why on that hoop right there.
Lillard against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lillard outside. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Anthony, no one around. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Nets trail by 3. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Lillard, the pass to Anthony. Nice form on the 20-footer. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
And Melo, a skilled shooter. If he gets a clean look, you expect him to make it.
Harden with it. 8 points for him. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Covington. Tries it from 19. No good from Luwawu. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Here's Green. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
5 seconds left now here in the second. It could go. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
And Green's defense.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. And that should do it.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
They've got Powell. Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Lillard in a point guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Irving looking for an opening. Durant down low. Covered by Hollis Jefferson.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Harden against Powell. Pops it up for Jordan. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Lillard from deep three-point land. And it's KD with the rebound. Down low. No good from Jordan.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout. It's just to try to settle things down.
Powell kicks to Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Over Jordan. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
Here's Lillard. 10 points for him. The pass to Powell. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Harden against Lillard. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. The shot by Lillard, wide open. No good on the three. Nets trail by 3. And Covington sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Brown's checked in. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Brown. And that's now 6 points for Jordan. Cullen passes to Simons. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
The offensive rebound, and it's blocked. Here's Cantor. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. McCollum, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Now Durant. From 12 feet out, and he drops that one in. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Simons. Kept alive. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Blake Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Luwawu Cabarro in for Kyrie Irving. Pass to Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Clock at 6. Claxton the pass to Griffin. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 5. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Claxton. Back to Shamet. And play stops. Whistling what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Jones checked in for Giles. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simon. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 13.
His three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
To Shamet. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers up 8. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, and Harden is just ferocious with his dunk, just ramming it in the defense's face.
Now the pass to Canner. Outside Anthony. Back to Canner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Crafty pump fake by Cantor right there. Outwitted the defender and won himself a trip to the line.
And Cantor drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor, and Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris, and Landry Shamet subbed in for Brown. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
Goes up at the stripe, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 8. Powell for 3. No good that time. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Here's Luwawu. It's blocked. And Luwawu Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Little, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for McCollum. Powell, the pass to Little. And Luwawu Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Harry Giles. Robert Covington comes in for Little. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Powell. Irving's checked in for the Nets. Covington wide open, he fires. Portland no good that time either. Nets trail by 8. Here's Luwawu, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
McCollum outside. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Irving. It's tipped. Now, here's Nurkic, guarded closely. McCollum finds Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And there it is for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
Now, here is Irving. There's 1:54 left in the 4th quarter. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Lillard with it, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And what about Durant? Time and time again, keeping himself involved, creating second chance opportunities.
1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Here is Lillard. McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
The 3 from Harden. Here's Jordan, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
Here's Lillard. .35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. From deep. That shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it.
No time to waste on this possession.
Again, they got to get into the play fast and execute. It's your only hope.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Now just a 4-point Portland lead.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Timeout called the Nets. They're down by 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And here's KD for 3. And Cancer pulls it down. Hollis Jefferson finds Powell. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the shooting guard. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Now here's Jackson. He kicks it to Leonard. From deep three-point range. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
So difficult to stop Leonard from scoring. Sometimes you just have to foul him.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
He's living there tonight. A tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Lillard against Jackson. And that one's good. Lillard.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And George with the stuff.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Zubac. Here's Nurkic. Keeps it alive.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Offensive rebound. And George able to finish.
You know, offensive rebound is largely about hustle. Paul George plays with great energy and focus.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Hollis-Jefferson with the jam.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Jackson. The dish to Morris. On the wing, George. Morris outside. Passes it to Zubac. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
And yes, it's good.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now, here is George. .139 left here in the first quarter.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And Lillard kicks to Hollis-Jefferson. Covington passes to Powell. To the left side wing. Lillard against Jackson. Hollis-Jefferson, good. Hollis-Jefferson's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Hollis-Jefferson's got 6.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Batum passes to Cousins. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Beverly. There's the pass to Cousins. That's a 2 from Kennard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They could use a bucket. Portland grabs the miss, and there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Kennard against McCollum. Tries from 10, and Cantor wide open. He shoots. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And so the first quarter is in the books. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Derek Jones. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard position.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Portland also making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Jones, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Lillard. A nice shot by Simons.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Rondo. Pass to Cousins. And the shot is good.
Obviously, Rondo's main priority is to dish the rock. When you're open, he'll get it to you.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Anthony right side. Passes to Simons. Back to Anthony. That one doesn't drop. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The drive by Cousins. Rondo dishes to Batum. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that'll tie this game up. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Kicks it to McCollum. And stolen by Cousins. Rondo against McCollum. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's McCollum with the drive. And that one, good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Rondo looking over the floor. He kicks to Cousins. Shoots over Cantor. Cousins, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Anthony, the pass to Cantor. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Here's Powell. The Clippers getting the bucket. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. What a terrific move that was. Powell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Now here's George. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Jackson looking around. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Powell against George. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they pick up 2.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court, but when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Now here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Morris. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Dishes it to Powell. The feed to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. Nurkic can't hit. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Portland heading to the bench. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. That's all for now. Say good.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Here's Lillard. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in a point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Powell. To the inside and finished off by Nurkic.
And uses balance along with fluidity to finish at the rim. Nurkic is a unique big.
Here's George. From 6 feet, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
The consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Now here's Powell. The pass to Nurkic. Shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter. Lillard against Jackson. Feeds it to Cousins. Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it once he gets it.
Lillard with it. He has 5. He dishes it to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And that one's good. Lillard.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
To the paint. Cousins, the pass to Jackson. And it's sent back by Lillard. Takes it out to Covington. A baseline J. Morris with the rebound.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be. Love the aggressiveness. Kawhi very active, very focused on the job at hand.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it out to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Hollis Jefferson. The shot's good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Hollis Jefferson's there. Jackson finds Leonard. Lets a floater go. Cousins on the follow. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I mean, there's no question about it. When DeMarcus attacks the offensive boards, he gives the team a different attitude.
And they go to the intentional foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Stolen by Beverly. Kennard the pass to Batum. And the layup's good off the glass. Batum's got 6.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
McCollum against Kennard. Passes it to Cannon. Sweet move. And the rejection by Zubac. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Mann. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. McCollum passes to Simons. The dish now to Anthony. Stolen by Zubac. On the pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Gets hauled in by the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Inside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Kennard. And he lays it straight in. Kennard's got his first points in this one.
With good size for a 2-guard, Luke Kennard can finish in the paint.
Simons, and we've watched 3 so far in this one. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. We'll take a quick break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. McCollum comes in for Lillard. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Giles is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Anthony. And it's Simons in at the point. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Kennard's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here. It's for Los Angeles. Here's Simons. And he goes in for the dunk.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here's Rondo. Pass to Zubac. Kennard on the wing. 6 to shoot. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Portland leading. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles to tie it up. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Batum with the steal. And that's an intentional foul. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
Ever so close. Needed.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Giles. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Powell. Now George.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. George against McCollum. And Cousins kicks to George. Back to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Lillard. A putback. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
And the swag Nurkic plays with, it's infectious. He doesn't back down from taking a big shot.
McCollum against George. Shot clock at 6. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. It's good.
Quick thinking wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
George against McCollum. George passes to Cousins. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Right side Leonard. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
1:06 left to play here in the fourth. Lillard against Jackson. There's the three. And it's Lillard missing. Clippers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And here's Leonard. Pass to Jackson, and stolen by Lillard. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Got it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
And George, here we go. Yes!
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard outside. Oh, no good. And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And yes, the officials want to review the shot. They initially thought he didn't get it off in time. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Wants to get it to Hollis Jefferson, and does.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Leonard gets to Beverley. Now here's Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Beverley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the play.
George passes to Zubac. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Portland leading. Lillard with it. Passes it to Cannon. Beverley against Lillard. Outside Covington. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Powell. No good from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the floor since the start of overtime. Pushing it up. Hollis Jefferson can't hit. LA's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Portland. And George kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 7. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Lillard against Beverley. The pass to Pop. Kicks it out to Lillard. Offline with his 3. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. from 12 feet out. Missed. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
That's a 2 from Lillard. Portland again missing. And the Clippers call time here. They trail by 4. 3 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Here's George. Count it.
One of the best passes at the center position. Just another way Cousins affects scoring.
Ends with a big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Damian Lillard, Ande Hollis Jefferson out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, home in the paint. Now here's Nurkic.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
To the middle, Nurkic with the steal. Got a piece of it. Here's Powell. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Giannis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Lopez with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Lillard. Powell inside. Defended by DiVincenzo.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Lillard against Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Lillard, the pass to Covington. Holiday against Lillard. Taken away by Holiday. To the inside. Here's DiVincenzo. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I tell you what, Middleton getting his hands dirty inside on the glass. We know he can shoot it from outside, but inside points a bonus.
Now, here's Lillard. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday for 3. Not going to go that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard outside.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Feeds to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Lillard with it. It's Powell on the wing. Here's the 3. Portland no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Count the basket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Milwaukee. And then Lillard slams it in.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now here's Lillard. And the dunk by Powell.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
So it's the Bucks now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Nurkic. Back to Powell. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. So for the Trailblazers, 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum. And that one's good from Connaughton.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the... And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Milwaukee.
Well, I like the fact they've already been getting a lot of high-quality shots in the paint.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, they've got Anthony, also Enes Kanter out there. Norman Powell is out there with Derek Jones, and it's Simons in at the 1. Here is Forbes after Enes Kanter's basket. Forbes, the pass to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Portis trying to free himself. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks. Simons surveying the D. Outside, Jones. Back to Powell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And it's the Bucks on the break. Here's Portis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Trailblazers trail by 13. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. Back to McCollum. Pass to Kanter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kanter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Kanter's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
T to the wing right side. Back to Portis. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Portis has got 6 points.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
McCollum outside. And he gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but Looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's Teague. Outside Portis. Fires for three. And Cantor pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 11. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Inside, stolen by Cantor. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Harry Giant. Robert Covington's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Here's Nurkic after Drew Holiday's score. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton leading the charge. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland again missing. Bucks leading by 11. Here's DiVincenzo. Good on the shot.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Lillard fires away from way outside. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
Here's Lillard. And it's McCollum at the elbow.
He operates well in traffic, but...
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. And he might not get all the attention. And that's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Here's Lillard following the basket by Brook Lopez. Lillard attacking. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Howell's got 9.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Lopez. He's got 6. Goes back up. And Holiday with the lay-in. Good. He has 6.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Covington finds Hollis Jefferson. He's looking for Lillard and finds him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Covington passes to Lillard. over Holiday. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's 7 points for Damian Lillard.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Holiday.
A nice display of excellent timing there by Middleton. Just skying for the basket at the right time off of those lob passes. Really good at anticipating where that pass is and how soon it's going to get to him.
Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Hey, and you know, really Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game. Chalk up 2 there.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Now, here is Holiday. He's got 8. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Here's Giles. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Giles. Misses from short range. Trailblazers trail by 13. There's the pass to Simons. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's McCollum. It's rebounded by Portis. Up top, Tucker. Lets it go from deep. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for Portland. Gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Teague. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Portis. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. A 3 from McCollum. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Connaughton. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee holding on to an 11-point. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick, because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, they've got Jones. And it's Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Jones. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Jones has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Connaughton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Damian Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Trailblazers trail by 9. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Anthony dishes to Lillard. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And then for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Anthony. Teague left side. Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Powell, the pass to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard attacking. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Right side, Portis. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard with it. Picked up by Teague. There's Hollis-Jefferson. Slammed home and he dropped. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here's Giannis after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. And Antetokounmpo swings it in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Down low, here's Nurkic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Bucks leading by 8. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And here's McCollum for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Holiday to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up. He knows when to roll to the bucket off screen. And he knows when to give it up.
Lillard misses.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Back to Jones. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary.
Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Giannis outside. Holiday finds Middleton. Four on the clock. Back to Holiday. Three-pointer. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And Covington stays with it. And now just a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Now here is Holiday. Passes to Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Middleton can't get it to go. Misses.
You know, one of the things that makes Holiday such a terrific defender is his long arm.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brook. And we've got...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Norman Powell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here is Irving. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Hits got that one from Nurkic.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered by the contact.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Lillard against Irving. Pops it up for Jordan. That one's not going to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Irving. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And they're moving it up. Throws it up high. Irving with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Durant's got the ball.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
He's crazy mobile in the open floor. When Griffith runs with purpose, he's capable of capitalizing in transition.
It's Powell on the wing. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Lillard. A rebound by the Nets. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Right side, Jordan. Outside, KD. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Back to Jordan. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard attacking. Shot to stop the run. 4 on the shot clock.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. So for the Nets, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Jordan. And it's James Harden in for Joe Harris. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And McCollum subbed in for Robert Covington.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for Kevin Durant. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Simons is checked in. Nets leading by 7. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Here's Simons, and a wide open look for McCollum. Up again. Can't get the putback. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Brown, good.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Simons, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Now here's Irving. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Brown outside. And the pass to Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
Here's Anthony. Unable to get that one. And so it's Brooklyn holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And it's been their rugged defense. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Nets pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Anthony, also Robert Covington out there. Cohen is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. Nets leading by 11. Harden with it. Now defended by McCollum. They kick it out to Green. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton. And he elevates, and then the slam. Kanter did not like that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Kanter finds Covington. Here's Simons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Harden surveying the D. Passes it to Brown. Back to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Claxton. It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Trailblazers trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McCollum outside. It's deflected.
He's dragged them down with his performance today. A whole lot of zeros from him on the stat sheet.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Green. Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. Derek Jones comes in for Anthony Simons. Here's Claxton. He's covered by Kanter. And then Durant with the dunk. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Trailblazers trail by 13.
Well, and last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Nurkic. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 6 points in the quarter. Now Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. Stolen by Harden. Here's Llewellyn. Guarded by Powell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Nurkic, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Very capable of knocking it down from the mid-range. Nurkic is a guy you must stay tight on.
Harden with it. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. To the left wing, to the inside. And here's the fast break. Powell, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got 6.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
And here's Harden. Shoots over Lillard. Off the left rim and out.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Irving with a clean look. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Brooklyn did not hesitate to set the pace. During one stretch, they were leading by as many. And that does it for our halftime.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 8-point game. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the call up and now. Yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He can't get that one, and Brooklyn will come the other way.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Irving for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 9. Powell, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Feeds to Griffin. Shoots over Hollis Jefferson. A shot, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Cantor's shot is off.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Anthony's shot is off.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 4th assist in this one. Trailblazers trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Hey, guys, you think he was sending a message on that one? He doesn't like losing.
And on the way from Irving for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Simons. He's got 6. 11 feet away. McCollum, no good.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Ball's knocked loose, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin, and it's Brown in for Joe Harris. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Giles comes in for Robert Covington, and Jones subbed in for Anthony Simons.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Durant, no good. Trailblazers trail by 13. Teardrop shot. Jones, no luck. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jordan kicks to Green. They double team KD. Outside for Jordan. And there's the pass to Brown. Pops it up for Jordan. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Looking to get back on track here, and Jordan sends it back.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And it's McCollum in the corner. They can't stop the run with that one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Jordan. Pass to Durant. Over Anthony. Outside for Jordan. That 3 off the mark. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
I don't think that was a pass he should make. Too many things can go wrong. I mean, they're lucky to keep possession.
And so it's DeAndre Jordan making things happen for the Brooklyn Nets. He nudged. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Portland, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Nurkic. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the one. Now the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Lillard against Harden. There's the lob to the hoop. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Irving surveying the floor. To the middle. Here's Harden. Harden missing again.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Lillard way outside. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Irving. He kicks to Harden. Just 3 to shoot. 2 points. That one goes.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
There's Hollis Jefferson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now here's Irving. This one for 3. The shot that time not on target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Lillard.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
Powell against Irving. A 3-ball. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Nets lead by 12.
Another area where Irving is lethal. I mean, sweet release on his 3-ball.
Lillard against Irving. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Harden outside. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. Superb athlete.
Lillard with no one around. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look. And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Nets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
Harden outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Lillard misses. And here are the Nets. 17 points was their biggest margin. Passes to Harris. Now Harden. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Dick.